Hey,
Hey guys, welcome back to Sugar on Shit.
that intro is so whack now. Like, we
It
need
is?
something different.
Okay, what we need to
What up, y'all?
do?
I don't know. Like, I feel like we be dragging that. What y'all think? Let us know what y'all think. Because we keeping all this. Like, let them hear the bloopers too. Because, like, we be like, hey, like little quiet mouses. Like, hey guys.
I don't know what to say, but like, I try to make it quick this time. I was like, hey, welcome to Sugar on Shit. Like, I jumped right into it.
But damn, like we need something else because we out here talking about something. Hey, like we little church mouses. We ain't no damn church mouses. What's up, y'all? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Thanks for tuning in again. For all the people that's been rocking with us since episode 1.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all. Like, we know it's a lot to do or whatever to keep your interest. So y'all have to let us know topics that y'all want to hear us talk about. And we'll gladly talk about them because we just have no filter and we really don't care. Yeah. Well, we have a little bit of a filter. My cousin said that she felt like I hold back and that you hold back a little bit. I was like, really? And she felt like we should be more
Damn, they feel like I hold back. Like, how much more? I feel like I be giving it up. Like,
right. So I'm like, bruh. I'm like, when we do our ladies' night, then like, yo, whatever. But for the most part, y'all tell us what y'all think. Do y'all think that I be holding back? Do y'all think K be holding back? Do y'all think that we don't give y'all all of what we could give y'all? Because we about to give y'all some real life shit right now, though. So tune in.
Yeah, this episode is definitely one that I know I can speak on this episode.
I'm speaking on it too. Shit.
In length.
Like, let me get my throat clear, get ready for it, because we about to do this.
Yes, we are about to go in for you guys. So today we're talking about the single life, just in general, the single life, the good, the bad, the ugly, and just everything in between. So, I mean, y'all know P is not single. I am happily
I was single before though, so I could speak on some of this stuff. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm comfortably single.
What the hell does that mean?
That means comfortably single means we're not going to take it as far as saying happily single. I don't mind being single. I enjoy being single. However, if I'm supposed to be in a relationship, I wouldn't mind it neither. I'm comfortably single.
Okay.
I'm not on either side of the fence.
All right, so then first question then brings us to the first question.
Okay.
What is your definition of being single?
I am single until I'm married.
Okay.
I'm single until I'm married. My mama raised me like that.
So they say, you're single until he give you his last name, you're single.
Pretty much.
However,
that's a catch-22 for me because I'm trying to find a man that'll take my last name. So until I give him my last name, I'm single.
Bruh. What? Like, what? Why?
I love my last name. I don't want to give it up.
Hyphenate it.
Yeah, but he could hyphenate his too.
No. Y'all gotta see my face. Wait till we start really recording because my face, I'm like, bro, what?
My dad was gonna take my mom's last name until my grandfather intervened. And he was like, "What kind of shit is that?"
Yeah,
but he was on board for taking my mom's last name. Like he was all for it.
I'm glad your grandfather said, bruh. Because I'm like, what? I know somebody who did that too, and I just don't understand that. I don't understand that. Like,
why not?
I don't understand the purpose of having.
Don't you think as women we give up enough? We give up our bodies to have kids.
Bruh,
we give up our houses to move in with them. Like you become like this whole domestic thing. The least a man can do is take your last name.
No. If you're going to go with the whole I'm single until I'm married business, then guess what? If you're going to keep on that same little wavelength for the Bible and how my mama raised me, your mama should tell you, ain't no man need to be taking your last name. You got to take his last name. You're domesticated. You got married, now you're not single and you're domesticated. So take his last name. Girl. I don't know what she's talking about because I don't know. I love my last name too. I'm definitely like I love my last name. I'm proud to be in my family. Love my family to death. However, I'm gonna have to. I will hyphenate it.
You'll hyphenate it. I mean, to each his own.
His name ain't going like. I mean, his name ain't gonna move me up the alphabet. Like we very close in the damn alphabet. Both of our names is with the W. Like it ain't gonna move me up, so I might as well hyphenate it.
I mean, but see, my last name starts with a D, so I'm already up there.
I don't know. But what if his last name with an A? Anderson. Boom.
I still think that he
Agent
can. Why do
Anderson.
I have to give up everything? See, why
you're not giving up everything.
I'm not.
No.
See, look, this is why we on this single episode, because I might need to just stay there single.
No.
I'm joking. No. I'm not trying to die alone. No.
Die with the cats.
Not with the cats. No. Not
with
Mr. Skittles. So what's your definition of single?
Oh, I just say you single if you ain't got no man. If you ain't got no man, if you ain't got no woman. If you ain't got nobody who is considered yours, like, not... Of course, you're supposed to be married. Like, I really feel strong about that. Like, you are supposed to be married or whatever. So, I could get with that whole you're single until you get married. I could get with that. But, however, I'm not really traditional. So, as far as, like, I don't follow the Bible closely anymore. I really don't. So, for me, it's... If we are together, we're in a committed relationship, then we're together. If I ain't in no committed relationship, I'm single and I'm free to freaking mingle.
Now, I will say this. I feel like I am single until I'm married.
Yeah.
However, if I'm in a relationship with you, you're not single until you're married. You're single until you meet me.
Okay, look, listen, men do it all the time. So I ain't even about to go there with you. Like, men do it all the time.
Right, that's how I feel. I feel like, not for nothing, I feel like when I'm with a man, like, I want his all. Like, I want his all. And once you come into contact with Kay, like, you're off the market. If I tell you that, boom, this is what... Like, you're off the market.
So are you off the market?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No.
What? Okay, and what the hell does that mean? Like, so you free to do what?
I am single until I'm married.
So you're free to do what again? Like, I just want to clarify.
To be single and mingle. But not for nothing, though. Listen, I be talking mad crap. Don't pay me no attention, because I am the type of person, like, once I'm with you, I'm with you. So
what you fighting for? Come on, see?
I'm single, but I am still single until I'm married. However, if I'm with you, I'm with you.
If you're going to be committed, you're going to be committed. Because if single is single.
Mm-hmm. But just because you single does not mean that you do certain things.
We ain't get to that, though. We ain't even get to that.
But I'm just saying that.
I'm just asking. Like, you say you single.
Okay, if I'm single, I'm clearly free to do whatever I want to do. Okay. Yes. Now, when it comes to me, the individual, Kay, am I going to be... I can do whatever I want to do, yes. But am I going to do whatever I want to do? No. If I care about you, I'm going to take your feelings into consideration. Just certain things I'm not going to do.
Okay. If I'm single, I'm single. Like, that's it. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and make you believe that it's just you.
It's just you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm single.
Right.
And I have
that's
always
fair.
been in the longest, like, always been in long-term relationships. So it's like,
yeah.
When I became single,
trying to tell you.
Y'all hear me? Being single wasn't bad, but okay, next question.
So wait, since you mentioned that, so when you were single, did you have your what people call like that whole phase?
See, I had to ask clarity on that the other day because I was having a conversation and it was brought to my attention that a whole phase means that you are fucking different dudes. However, I did not. However, I feel like every woman needs a whole phase and not to have sex with everybody. If I want to be free to date, that's what I mean by whole phase. Like, was I talking to multiple dudes? Yup. I sure was. Was I going on dates? Yup. Was I was chilling because I was single. So if you single, especially coming like me, I ain't never been single. So when I was single, what? I was like, hey, this is lit. Because it was like everybody that was knocking down my door or whatever, like, I was like, okay, cool. You know, they wanted to take me out, show me different things. You know, everybody had something different about them. So it was just like, okay, I'll rock with you. So, did I have sex with them? No. That, like, I didn't.
Yeah, no, that's just you being single and exploring your options.
But so for me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, that was my whole stage. And then it was like, okay, but were you having sex with any of them? 2 of them? 3? 1? I'm like, I ain't had sex with none of them. I don't even like
ain't no whole stage.
What is that then? I was dating.
That's dating, but that ain't on whole stage. A whole stage is when you trying on them shoes before you buy them things.
I ain't do that though.
Yo, you was dating.
I ain't trying.
Girl, get out my face. You was dating.
I ain't them shoes. Damn. It's a couple of people. Maybe I should have, but
listen. You have to know what you getting into before you get into it. Like, you would hate to sit there and waste time, whether it be months, whatever, and then you finally get to that point, and then you just like, wait a minute, I done got emotionally attached to this person and everything, and I can't even physically rock with them. Do you know what that feels like? I had that happen before. To be emotionally invested in somebody, and then y'all get into the bed, and then you realize, this ain't it. And then you like, and then you try to sit there battle, but he's such a nice guy, but girl,
and
like,
you fight. See, when you get older, you ain't got time for that. You ain't got time for whack dick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
ain't nobody got time for that.
So like that's why you gotta try on them shoes before you bring them home.
Yeah, but once y'all doing like the little foreplay or whatever, like you could feel it and see if it's like.
Nah, just because they have it, just because they have that girth and everything, don't mean that I've had that too. Someone who had it and then I know what to do with it.
Okay, see,
and I think that's worse to have it and not know what to do with it, opposed to someone who might be lacking, whether in girth or whatever, but they make up for it in other ways.
Yeah, especially me, because I need you know. I need a little bit. I need a little bit of like for you to control the situation.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be sitting there and I'm waiting for you to just like plop 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 and you don't deliver, because I'm gonna be disappointed. So all right, I understand that. Because I'll be disappointed. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I'll be like, oh my god, like
it's a sad situation. It's a really sad situation.
So what? So okay, so like sugar on shit. Go ahead.
No, but the whole phase is like, you didn't have no whole phase. You was just dating. That's what you're supposed to do single. The whole phase is like, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe
like,
if I was younger, I would have had a whole phase. But when you get older, like, nobody got time to just be fucking, just to be fucking. Like, I wasn't trying to take none of them serious. I ain't even gonna lie. It wasn't like I was trying.
Is it because you were still emotionally attached to your ex?
Hell no. I wasn't emotionally attached to nothing. That's just who I am.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It was just, if I was younger and all of what happened in that relationship that led to the breakup, if I was younger, I'd have been sliding this pussy across the scale. Boop. Yep, because I literally missed out on a lot of dick.
Yeah.
I did. I missed out on a lot of dick. No lie.
Yeah.
Because I was just like the good girl. Like, it was like, nope, I'm not having sex with you. Nope. And then when you get older, you don't want to just be fucking. Like, right. I got real bills. I got
you got
two
kids.
Like, I don't have time to just
your thought process is different.
Yeah, I don't have time for that and laying down and you sweating and all that. I don't have time for that. Nope. And then I had but my whole breakup, I was single. I was like, we were broken up and I was pregnant.
Oh, girl!
It was just, and it was the summertime.
Oh, you couldn't have no damn whole face, girl. The circumstances wasn't right. Like it wasn't in your favor.
It wasn't aligned. Like
it wasn't in your favor.
I was just like, what? Like, yo, like it was horrible. But I didn't even feel too. But then I started dating, and then I actually got with someone or whatever. That was just a whole nother situation in itself. But that was a good situation. But, you know. Yeah, anyway.
Well, you know, like, let me see. I don't know. For me, it's different. But I guess we could continue that a different day. But, yeah. You know, like, you didn't have no whole phase. Whole phases be lit. Everybody should have a whole phase by 30.
See, I'm past that.
Yeah, you passed that. Don't be trying to pick that up now. Then that's just going to look sad. They going to be like, wait a minute.
Wait, so you got the 33 to be out.
And now you go wild out? Nah. Yeah, no, don't do that.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's definitely a good time. You learn a lot about yourself during that phase, I would say. Physically, sexually, because you kind of realize what you like, what you don't like, and everything in between, which is important as a woman, because I feel like a lot of times we don't speak up because we always want to stroke men's egos. We learn to stroke men's egos and we don't speak up about what it is that we want and what we like. So when you have that reckless stage, like where you just saying whatever you want to say and da-da-da, like they got to come with it.
But I feel like dudes like that too, though. They respect it more than the good girl. Like, you know, like the good girl, the quiet good girl.
Why you think these bitches out here be getting wifed
up? They respect it more because when you got all the respect in the world and you ain't coming out saying exactly what you want, it's like, oh, she boring or whatever.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, when you got a mouth almighty on your ass and you just saying, listen, just
nah, you need to turn this way.
Yeah,
and
like
I agree. I definitely agree. So, Okay, so if you're dating someone, right? Like y'all spend all y'all time together, y'all are dating exclusively, but y'all have not given each other that boyfriend girlfriend title. Are you technically single or?
I'm single as fuck. Like,
okay,
I'm one of them girls. Listen, I ain't trying to conjure up no relationship in my brain. I ain't trying to.
Well, I need you to tell me what it is.
If you say, listen, you know, like, we just fucking, but I care for you deeply or whatever, then I'm gonna be like, okay, got that. If you say, oh, I want you to be my lady or my girl, Russ call me lady, so I always say that, but he the only person who ever called me that, and I love it. But anyway, if you say if you want me to be your girl or whatever, that's different. Then if we agree to have sex and it's just like, oh, this is a fucking thing, I'm not gonna sit here in my brain make up this relationship because we did not agree to that. Like, I'm one of them type of females. I'm not claiming no title.
That ain't claiming me.
It ain't mine. Right. It's not mine. I can't. And then if you was to get with somebody else, I'm gonna be hurt because you got with somebody else. No, like, I knew what it was. We were fucking. Now, if you tell me, oh, I want to be your man, I want you to be my girl, that's different.
Yeah, so, I agree. I agree.
I'm single. Single until you put a title on it.
That's a fact. So, on average, how long does it take for you to get over a relationship?
I told you that before. 3 days. 3 days. Ain't nobody going to tell me nothing different. 3 days.
3 days. So, is this 3 business days or just 3 days? Yo, like, if y'all break up on a Friday.
It might be 3. Because if we break up on a Friday, I still got to think about that the whole weekend. So, it's like, ugh. Like, okay, so maybe 3 business days. She gotta be mad technical. Like, what do you mean? 3 days.
I just listen. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's for our listeners. Like, they need to know because you know everybody, they be struggling in different ways.
All right. For me, how long it take you?
It really depends. It depends on how long we've been together. Okay, pause. Nope, I'm lying. So the thing is. It's not even about how long we've been together, but how much I care for you. Okay. But honestly and truly, my first breakup was the hardest one for me to get over. And then after that, it's just been so easy for me to walk away from people. Yeah. It makes me question if I even cared about them in the first place. And then I'd be like, no, you really did care because you stuck it out. But for me, after my first breakup, it was easy to walk away from everybody else after that.
That's what that is, though. It's like, after the first time, after like the first breakup, the first hurt, the first any of that. After that time, I feel like if you keep falling in the same pattern, you just dumb. Yeah. Like, it's not that I don't care about the person. Like, if we have a breakup, it's not like I'm going to be like, oh my God, I never cared about them. No, that's a lie. I would be inhuman if I say that. But I ain't going to be sitting over here dwelling on it because obviously you did what you did and this relationship is over. Right. Because it ain't going to be me. Like, I'm perfect. So, you did what you did and this relationship is over. There's no need for me to dwell on it. I have to move on. Like, I can't stay the same.
And then I honestly feel like, you know, like, you learn that this is the process. Like, you're dating and you're in these relationships to figure out what it is that you want, what it is you can put up with, and to kind of figure out who it is that you're supposed to kind of be with. So, I always tell people, like, it's a 50-50. It's a 50% chance that it's going to last, and it's a 50% chance that it's not. And it's just how it crumbles.
And then you go work on it all you want to. If it's not working, it's not working. And that's the thing too. That's another thing. People stay in stuff longer than they have to, and then you end up
spending. I hate when people stay in something for time. Like, oh, time. I invested so much time and da. But then they don't even realize that you're gonna waste more time staying another 6 months when you should have left 6 months ago, and then you really gonna be tight because now you done wasted 2 years instead of 1. Facts. The time is going to pass regardless. You might as well be happy and completely content with yourself while that time is passing, opposed to sitting into something that you don't need to be in.
Because the time is definitely going to pass.
It's going to pass. I was just telling my mom, I feel like the older you get, the faster it goes. And so I definitely ain't got no time to be wasting on y'all asses.
Like, nobody.
Like, So what you love the most about being single?
Everybody's answer is the same. It's the freedom.
The freedom.
But that's not my answer.
What's your answer?
What I love the most about being single was just being able to like I was able to like really just focus on just like the things that I did that in that relationship as a woman. Like, you know, you put up with so much because of feelings and time or whatever. So I was able to like regroup, recollect,
Just run through shit in your
revise.
head. Yeah. And start over. Breath of fresh air.
Like a phoenix came out like, come get me, daddy.
Whew.
Ah.
Phoenix rising. My
Yep.
favorite thing about being single is that, so like, I feel like I've learned over the years that being in a relationship, I get way too comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm the best version of myself when I'm single.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I'm single, I'm focused on career, I'm focused on school, I'm focused on my health. Like, I'm losing weight left to right. I'm drinking all my waters like I'm supposed to. Like, I'm eating all my fruits and veggies. And I don't do that in a relationship. Like, you have so much date nights. Everything is surrounded around food and liquor. And you're sitting there and you're gaining all this damn weight. And honestly, you don't realize it until you be looking back and you be like, what the hell? So, like, for me, being single allows me the opportunity to just focus on me and my health. And
Okay.
I am personally, physically, the best version of myself when I'm single. For that reason alone, I could stay single for a little longer.
Got you.
Like, that's just me personally. But yeah, the freedom, no, because I mean, like, we live in America. We got that shit regardless. Like, what you mean to tell me that if you with someone you ain't got no freedom? What you trying to say to me right now?
What does that mean? Like, it's ridiculous, and people be quick to say that. Like, I'm not with nobody. I'm gonna feel like I'm bounded by chains. Like, cause I'm free to do what I want to do in the first place.
You grown as hell.
I'm gonna be respectful. You know, like, of course I went and go do some whole shit or whatever. But it's like, yo, like, nah, freedom, I don't really think that should be it, but okay.
Yeah, like, that freedom thing, no. Mm-mm. But, yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me. Like, some people prefer to be single and then others prefer to be in a relationship. For me personally, I don't care on either side of the coin. I mean, they both have there's nothing wrong with either one. I'm not fiending to be in a relationship. I'm not fiending to be single. Like, I'm chilling. Like, however happens, it happens. And either way, I'm fine. But the single life, I mean, like I said, it allows me to focus on me. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
No.
I'm not mad at it at all.
Being single wasn't whack. It wasn't. Like, people be like, oh, you'll miss, like, the companionship or whatever. I think that once you become comfortable with yourself, I don't really feel like that's a problem. Like, you know, of course you want somebody there because, like, if something happened, my first person of contact is always my boyfriend. Like, that's just what it is. If something happened to me, I'm calling him first. Something happened to him, he's calling me. Like, the man had a whole motorcycle accident. I was not speaking to him, right? Like, we had this argument. He walked out the house, and I wasn't speaking to him. And he had a motorcycle accident, and he on the ground, like,
with the phone in his hand, like, pee.
And my ass didn't answer. Oh, that's another story. Anyway. That's my honey. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, you want that, but hey, listen, that's what I got friends for.
You know what? I think for me personally, sometimes I get too, like, not that I get too comfortable with being single, because there's nothing wrong with it. But my mom always says to me, to me and my sister, like, y'all better stop that, because y'all gonna end up together, old and alone together. Because we get so, having a twin, you already have that built-in companionship. You already have that built-in best friend, that built-in everything. So it's not even just with relationships, but with friendships too. We have a tendency of just kind of blocking everybody out. And my mom have to call us out on it. Like, yo, like, y'all getting older. Y'all can't do that anymore. Yeah. So, like, everything that you find in West, I feel like I have that in my sister.
Okay.
So for me, it's like, if somebody be like, you know, like, I don't feel alone. So maybe I don't really feel that singleness like some other people do, because I always have someone there. Now, of course, my sister, physically, she can't do anything for me. But But I mean, that's what friends are for.
Exactly. So, because when I didn't have him, I was fine. I was fine without him. I'm fine with him. Like, like, so it's not like I have to find it in him. Like, of course, it's the best thing ever to have someone who loves you and you love them, and you guys get to share this stuff. But I got a host of goddamn sisters, girl. I got a couple of friends. I don't really be missing out on any type of companionship, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's pause that real quick. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, so I am thinking. Okay, so I'm single now, so I'm really, really thinking about speed dating.
I can't believe this. Why? Well, no. Speed dating would be fun. Speed dating would be fun.
I think it'll just be a cute after work activity. Like, I'm not really taking it too seriously. It's just like, for me, it's like online dating. Like, ain't nobody taking it for real seriously. But I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
I know, but all right. So boom, you gonna do it?
Yeah,
I'll come with you.
Oh, turn up!
I'll come with you, research purposes.
Okay.
I don't know about.
Okay, so all right, y'all, we're gonna do speed dating, and we're gonna do an episode on our
experience with speed dating.
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm pretty sure this will be approved, so I'll be alright to do it, like, because it's for research purposes. Ain't like I'm looking for a man.
I heard that New York speed dating, like the speed dating in New York is kind of like it's cool.
I have no clue. I never even. I heard. Okay, I know somebody who did like one, like a little local one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how successful they were or whatever as far as like doing it. Now, if we gonna do the speed dating in the city, then I'm pretty sure it'll probably be like
a little better than local.
Yeah, a little bit lit, like so.
Maybe I hope I could find one like speed dating for guys who are looking for sugar babies.
Oh my God, no, I'm not doing that for research purposes. Looking at them old men talking about, hey, sugar.
Wait a minute, I don't care how old you are as long as you pay my bills. Like,
oh my gosh, you did say you would sleep with my daddy, man. You did say
I like daddies.
I can't.
They be more settled and controlled compared to their sons. Like these young dudes, these young dudes, they be popping off at their mouth. They think everything is an argument. You ever notice how these younger guys can never just let you say what you got to say? They always want to go back and forth with you and argue.
Hey, what you mean?
Yeah, like let a woman be a woman. Let her just get the shit off her head and shut up. No, you always got the answer back. Like a whole bitch.
Like a whole bitch. Oh, that's like, okay. All right, go ahead. Because I was really thinking about that today. Because I was driving and I was like, yeah, because, and I was like practicing like some stuff or whatever. Because, like you always forget things after. I mean, while you're recording, think about it after.
Yeah.
So, you know how like, when you're single, right, you're free to mingle. So if you had the whole stage where you are like sleeping with different dudes or whatever, like then that's another process in itself because you gotta pick dudes that don't run their mouth because these niggas be whole bitches
signing non-disclosure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they be whole bitches. It's like, yo, if we did us, why is that anybody else's business? That's what I'm scared of.
Because you know what? These men nowadays are too busy trying to discount a woman and how much of a lady that she is that they don't even know how to be men.
Yeah, it's like, yo, like, and then they be doing the most. Like, y'all be doing the bacon and everything. And then, like, that's why I can't. That was a whole, I can't.
I feel like I'd rather not.
Yeah, like, I don't want to deal with that because I'm going to have to get my dad and stuff. Like, I ain't got time for that.
Get your ass beat. When you're single, would you rather have sex with a stranger or like just have like a sex toy on hand?
Ooh. I never had a one night stand, so I don't know. I know.
You've never?
No.
Oh my God. I need West to break up with you for like just 3 months.
No, but I'm still too old right now. Don't put that on me. I like my man. Damn.
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Okay, so
if I was younger, then if I was younger, it would have been different.
How old were you when you had your first son?
20.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That was not your focus. None of the shit that I'm talking about was your focus.
Now, if I could turn, no, I still would have had them at the same age because now they're older and it seemed like we can grow with each other.
Yeah, they're self-sufficient. I love self-sufficient kids.
Yes, but then at the same time, I heard pregnancy and being a mom is It's totally different in the phases, in the stages. So basically, now that I'm 33, if I was to have a kid now, my whole experience would probably be
absolutely completely different. My mom's was completely different when her last two than it was with me and my sister.
It would be totally different. So it's like like when I was younger, my focus wasn't on like, yo, what are you doing at 20 trying to have a baby? Like, don't have no baby at 20. Have your baby at 30. Like, I really, 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 a part of me wish I would have had kids now as opposed to having them then. Right. So, now, if I was 20 and I was speaking with one hands of 10 and I was 20, I'm telling you, I would have had a little bit more experience underneath my belt.
Yeah, you definitely would have. You definitely would have. You would have went away to college, and you would have been exposed to so much more.
But the thing was, I wasn't going away to college as opposed to staying here. Didn't really faze me because from the time I was 15, I was always on college campuses. My big sister went to Virginia Union. My cousin went to Maryland University. I was at Maryland University every other weekend. Like I was really like a Terp because that's a thing. The mascot. I was really a Terp. Like I was always there, like hanging out with the college kids. I don't drink or don't smoke, so it was perfect. Like I could get in clubs. It wasn't like nobody was carding me. Well, they did card me, but I had one of their.
You wasn't a liability.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was gonna get drunk and pass out, and then it's like, oh my god, like what happened? Like I was having fun. So I feel like all of that. Maybe if I wasn't exposed to all of that, then I wouldn't have been at 20, at 19, pregnant, and then 20 making a baby. I don't know.
Well, at least you have a friend that's had the experiences. I could share my stories with you.
Yes, and then a majority of y'all had y'all experiences and share it, and I don't mind. Like I'm just like
she's like I'm just living through y'all
vicariously.
Ain't nothing wrong with that
at all whatsoever.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how it's supposed to say. So we're gonna speed date, and we're gonna talk about that in one of these upcoming episodes. I have to find one though. I have to find a really good one. I really want one with professionals though, like young professionals.
Yes.
Or old professionals.
And then also, I never dated outside my race, so then maybe we should do one that's like.
Yeah, maybe we should We should go on a double date for research purposes.
Hell yeah!
And so I could finally expose you to someone non-black. You've never. Oh, gosh, listen, dating outside of your race is an experience within itself. This is why I enjoy the single life. I enjoy the single life. Mind you now, remember I'm not on either side of the coin. But the thing about being single is that you go on dates and you meet so many different people that expose you to so many different things. So I've dated white. I've dated Spanish. I will not date Spanish again. But I've dated white. I've dated someone Jewish. I've dated an entrepreneur.
See,
a travel writer.
What? You dated somebody that was Jewish? How did that work out for you?
It was cool because as a Jewish man, he did not identify as... It's crazy because his religion is Jewish, but he didn't identify as being white because of like the Holocaust and stuff like that. He don't fuck with white people. Yeah. So he, in his head, he was more of a minority than what the world really looks at him as. But to him, he and I were more relatable than him and the Blue-Eyed Devil. And it was cool. Plus, he was an entrepreneur, so he taught me so much about business. Like, I learned so much from him in a couple of months than I've learned from people that I've known for years.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm definitely gonna go on this speed date with her because I need to see what the hell is happening here.
I'm a different K when I'm dating. Like I'm a different K when I'm dating. Like when I'm with my peoples and I'm chilling, like I'm chilling. I'm homegirl. But when I'm dating, listen, you have to, especially when you're single and you want to get a ring. When you're dating, you have to. It's not even about altering yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are who you are. But it's like when you go into a job interview And like, say you're going for a job, like you have one interview set up for a medical field, but then you have another interview set up for fashion.
Mm-hmm.
You bring the same requirements or experience to the table, but you're tweaking it for that industry.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So when you're dating and you're single but you know that you want to get hooked, you are who you are, but you just tweak it a little bit for that person that's sitting in front of you at that moment. If that makes sense. Cool. It's a lot of work.
That is.
Being single really is a lot more work than being in a relationship.
Yeah, wait, because like we were talking about having all them many different people, like you think being single is fun, try having 6 different people trying to see you in one day and putting in a full day's work. That's a lot, man, because when I was single, that's how it was, man. Like, It was crazy. Like, seriously, like, it was so many people always wanted to date. They always wanted to go take me out, so.
Yeah, when I lived in Atlanta, I literally had, like, I dated for a full-time job. I literally had a date for breakfast, a date for lunch, a date for dinner, a date for, like, after dinner for, like, midnight snack. Like, seriously, a date for, like, in between. And that's just what it was. Like, it was a full-time job. And this was different people. Not the same person throughout the whole day. Like, this was different people.
When you single, they always be knocking at your door.
They be knocking at your door. And the crazy thing about it, though, is, like, after a while, though, you look at some of them like, you know what, you just wasting my goddamn time. You just wasting my damn time. Get out my face. But it is a full-time job. It is a full-time job. And I would say personally, like, but honestly, I feel like dating in New York is more steady than dating in Atlanta.
What? You know?
Yes.
People from New York is not going to agree with that. I want to hear what they got to say. Y'all definitely got
dating in New York is so much more efficient than dating in the South. Because, and it surprised me because I thought in the South, because, you know, it's supposed to be like it's Christian based, so it's more home based and family oriented. No, it's something about in New York. These folks ain't trying to waste no time no more. And I think it is because
we wasted so much time.
Yeah, I think what it is because, like, we start out early, like, because New York is such a convenient place, we're all over the place earlier than everywhere else. So you're exposed to things earlier than everywhere else. So by the time you hit, like, our age group in the 30s, you just want to find that one person, settle down, and start to build. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. Opposed to in the South, where they start out, they're not exposed to a lot early, but they try to start that whole family thing early. And then by the time they're 25, they're divorced, and now they're rediscovering themselves, and now they want to have their whole phase in 30, and now they want, you understand what I'm saying? It's a different dynamic. Like, I just feel like in the South, they be playing too much games, and I ain't got time. So I've had fun in New York. I told you, when I had first got here last year, I was here for like 2 weeks, and I was like in a whole relationship. Like, after
you
2 weeks,
did get in a relationship that quick. Like, yo,
after 2 weeks,
what? Like, yeah, I got a new man. What?
Like, after 2 weeks, and in Atlanta, I was like, I was dating, like, serial dating for what, like a year and nothing. But it's like, we could have a whole
episode. Did, but he turned out to be a psycho.
He did.
Yeah. So
that's probably why he lashed on.
Stable that is.
Right.
He turned out to be a cuckoo.
That's probably why he lashed on to me so quick.
Yeah,
I would take that
like,
back.
What? I'm holding on to all that right there. Shorty ain't going nowhere.
But you know what? We could probably have an episode about that, because I actually do have college friends that live here now, and they can give you their perspective of dating in the South and dating up here too, just like I can.
We can do what we do. You said don't yawn, right?
I said don't come up here with that damn yawning.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. I ain't even tired at this point. We could do that when we do our ladies' night.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I think to me it's a big difference. To me, they're a lot more. They're ready to settle in New York, and I think it's because And I think it's because they like I said, one is New York is full of a bunch of career folk, so they don't have no time for all the extra stuff, and they just.
Listen, I don't know what she talking about. She over here trying to sell this story because listen, New York dating scene is not as easy. I don't really know. But you, maybe because you came here with that Southern belle in you, and they were like clink, 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 because these New York girls. But nah, we don't have no. We don't. I mean, I can speak for me. I definitely never have no trouble getting no man.
Yeah.
No, and when I was single, it was like, yo, the more the merrier. They was everywhere. Like, they was coming out the woodwork. I was like, yo, how do you know I'm single in the first place? That one was crazy. Yo,
like, do I have single on my back?
Yes, like, they were like, yo, even pulling up at stoplights. Like, I remember this guy stopped me with his homeboys, like, pulled up in front of my car, everything. Like, I got some really crazy experiences happen to me, like, with dudes. Like, dudes be ready to get it. I ain't mad at it. You gotta go for what you want.
I'm not mad at it either.
But if I was single, it'd be different.
Yeah, but I'm still not mad at it though. I'm not, but I do have this one guy that I met, but I told him, I was like, you're not about to be texting me to death.
Oh,
like
he
a texter. But I'll be fair, he works crazy hours. Like, he's out the house from like 6 a.m. and he don't get in until like 9-10 o'clock.
Ooh, yeah,
like crazy hours.
Okay.
And he's always in contact, which is cool. But it'd be like, okay, so when are we going to actually go? Like, when are you gonna have time away from work to actually go out? Because he works Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday he be in church, and you know he Pentecostal, so he up there all day. You know them Pentecostal churches be trying to keep you up in there for about 7 hours.
Good luck with all that, girl. That's gonna be your new life. Now you talking about domesticated.
That ain't gonna be my new life. My grandmother can't even get me to go back to her Pentecostal church, and I grew up in that church, so I'm Baptist. We do 2 hours and we done. But yeah, so that's I think that's about it for our single episode. Yes. I think we covered everything. Clearly, me and P are on two. We're two different
pages when it comes down to it. However,
it is what it is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if we was the same type of person, this wouldn't be a good show.
This would not be a good show. And it would be like mad boring too. Like, we wouldn't be able to compare notes and stuff like that because our notes would be the same.
Yes. And you was giving me all types of boring looks today. Like, girl, what's your life like? How was it set up all these years? Like, yo.
I'm really trying to just wrap my head around it. It's a lot. Like.
Wait, do you believe that? Okay, so if you single, first of all, why am I just now all over the place? If you're single, do you believe that you have to tell the dudes that you're dating that you're seeing other dudes?
No, it ain't none of their business what I do outside of when I'm with them. Mm-hmm. But depending on how I read you, I'll let you, like, if I feel like you getting too attached, I'm gonna let you know I'm dating other people so that you don't get no funny feelings, because there's nothing worse than a man who like has emotionally invested in you and you're not there yet. Yeah. And then for some reason, like, the messages in his head done got screwed up, and now he got an issue with you.
Yeah, but that's like these crazy females too that be doing it to the dudes.
Yeah, but you know what the thing about it is that a female who does it to a dude, if a female does it to a dude, like, that's on her. She'll figure it out, like, whatever. But it's nothing worse than a hurt man, because a hurt man, they're prideful, and a prideful man can become physical real quick. I don't need you trying to whoop my ass because you got your communications crossed, because I can't beat you. You get what I'm saying?
But the cops can. That's what they get paid to do, 911.
But see, then you got to be careful these days with calling the police, because, one, like, anytime a police get called, they taking somebody. They don't care who it is, they taking somebody. But two, especially when it's black people involved, it always escalates, and you don't
escalate. I'm calling the cops. He ass, he idiot. They get paid to fight you, not me. No, get out of here. Nah, man, they ain't taking me. They taking him. Don't come here with that.
Yeah, I don't tell. Like, I don't feel like it's none of their business, so I don't tell. Now, if you ask me, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you can't lie.
If you ask me, that's shady. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. But for me to just volunteer information, no. Okay. The only time I volunteer information is if I'm trying to hurt your feelings, or if I'm trying to kind of have you kind of like fall back for me or something like that. But if I genuinely like if I have a roster of like 5, because I have my rosters and I'll be switching
you
out
definitely
with the
gotta have a
season.
starting 5. You said 5, right?
Yeah.
You have to have a
At
starting
the very
5.
least.
Yeah.
At the very least.
You have to. A solid 5 though. Like you can't have no little shaky 5. You got
a solid 5. Girl,
Okay.
ain't nobody doing. I don't do it with the shakes. Like I'm not
starting 5.
Yeah.
When you single.
Yeah. You have you and like, so if I have like, if I have my starting 5 or whatever like that, but there's just one that I really have my eye on, like that's who I'm feeling the most. Like I generally don't be trying to tell them like, oh, I'm talking to somebody else, because I just don't. It depends though. It depends on the kind of individual he is. Because if I can gauge that, oh, he's the type of person that like a chase, I'm gonna tell him, yeah, I'm talking to somebody else, because that means he gonna step it up a little bit more. But if he's the type of person like for instance, most Caribbean men, that kind of might turn them off. I might withhold that. I'll be like, I really like him, and I know if I tell him I'm talking to somebody else, it's gonna turn him off. So I will withhold that information. But yeah, for the most part, like I don't be telling nobody my business is not their business. I don't ask them what they doing outside of me.
You ain't never lying.
So I damn sure. My mama always tell me, you don't volunteer no information, and that's in everything in life. Don't volunteer nothing.
I ain't volunteering nothing.
Yep. So
nada.
Yeah, I don't tell. It's not their business. But yeah, that's just me. What about you? Well, you ain't got no experience in that shit anyway. I don't even know why I'm asking you.
Like I was single and I was free to mingle. I wasn't out here telling nobody who I was talking to or whatever. I don't owe you that. I don't feel like I owe you that explanation. I'm sure I was in somebody else's starting 5. That was in my starting 5.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you tell me that? No, you made me feel like I was the best thing on earth, and I was who you was trying to get with at all costs. So that's the same way I made. Well, no, I definitely made. I got a golden rule. I'm not treating no man who ain't my man like my man. Like, I'm going to treat you as such. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not treating you like you my man. So, the respect and stuff that I would give my man, I'm not just out here giving that
to everybody.
No.
Yeah, nah. I do have levels on how I treat people.
Okay.
I do have levels. Like, if I, like I said, if you're, like, out of my starting 5, like, if you're my star player, I'm answering every text message. I'm answering your phone calls. Like, even in my seat, like, hello? Like, yeah, how's work?
See,
like,
I ain't got time for that. See,
now
if
you position 3, 4, and 5, you ain't getting that. You gonna call, you gonna text me. I'll look at it. I'll get back to the text message when I get back to it.
And I got read receipts on. I'm such an ass.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Now, if for somebody got a read receipt on and I text them and they don't text me back, I'm gonna be like,
I sent you a text. I got texted you like, what's good? Like,
yeah, UPS has his red receipt on, but he don't never.
He don't never checking for UPS.
Yeah, okay. He don't never. Yeah, that's the one that worked them crazy hours, 6, 7 o'clock to like 9 o'clock at night.
All right, UPS guy. So y'all, UPS guy still in that picture, y'all. Ooh,
he's still in the picture. Look, yay, Kay, you being consistent.
Oh shit, UPS guy. Okay.
Yeah, he has his red receipt on, but he's really good with responding to messages. And if he doesn't respond to a message right away, I know it's because clearly he either picking up a package or he driving. I don't need you to lose your job because you texted me.
Have an accident or lose your life.
Yeah, or lose your life. So because of his job, I am understanding but he never goes like 5 minutes without responding. So the receipt actually be saving him because I could go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like, did you not see me text you?
Like, bro,
nah, I know your route. I'll pull up on Queens Boulevard. Like, what's good?
What we're not doing is this.
Like, I definitely had a little crazy in me. But I think that's enough for our single episode. Yeah. We don't want to keep you guys for too long.
We kept them long already.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. I think for the most part, we stayed on track this episode. I know at least me, I can go off on tangents. But I think we did good this episode. I'm proud of us.
Yeah. We're growing, y'all.
We're growing, yes.
We're learning.
We're going to think of like a new intro for you guys. But thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you at the next episode.
Later.
Later.